Ooh. Ladies and gentlemen, welcome back to the other side of the coin and welcome to your latest Chelsea news. Of course, on the eve of the game against Barcelona, massive game coming up in the Champions League, ladies and gentlemen. Chelsea versus Barcelona at Stamford Bridge. Huge clash in the Champions League, and it's a game that we need to look to win because we want to be there and thereabouts in the top 8 so we can get automatic qualification to the next round. If not, look, the second best option is let's try and be between 9th place to 24th place to ensure we get at least a playoff to move into the second round. But, ladies and gentlemen, on the eve of this match, Matt Law, you guys know Matt Law. I don't really like this guy, man. I never have. And to all the OGs, to people that have been following me for a very, very long time will know the very first instant where I started hating this guy is when he started talking really, really, nonsense stuff about Rudiger. If you guys remember when Frank Lampard got sacked the first time around, he started blaming Matt Law was blaming Rudiger being an instigator to get Frank Lampard out of Chelsea Football Club, and the amount of hatred this guy created towards Rudiger was absolutely uncalled for. And since then, I knew this guy. Look, when it comes to factual news and whatnot, I've got no issues about it. When he's talking about transfer rumors and whatnot, I've got no issues about it. But when he's coming up with some of these opinion pieces, and especially this is not even an opinion. This is him completely changing the whole story around just to get clicks, and we're going to get to that. And I also remember this guy under Maurizio Sarri, if you guys remember. Maurizio Sarri, we were playing against Watford later on in the season, and he dropped the Gary Cahill story, how Cahill wasn't being selected under Maurizio Sarri, and he tried to create at that point. He tried to create at that point some sort of chaos within the Chelsea, squad, within the Chelsea fan base, and he's doing the same thing once again before the Barcelona game. Check this out, ladies and gentlemen. Matt Law, Chelsea head coach Maresca has not ruled out wanting to manage Barcelona in the future. This is the headline that he's come up with. This is the headline on his Twitter feed that he's come up with. Despite insisting he's very happy at one of the best clubs in the world, Barca in town for tomorrow's night's Champions League game. I mean, look how he starts the situation. Chelsea head coach Enzo Maresca has not ruled out wanting to manage Barcelona in the future. He's apparently, I've not watched the press conference because it was in stupid hours. I was asleep, but everyone, look at the comments. You are going to be astounded. Look at this. You asked Maresca that question unwarranted, and he didn't say a word about being interested in the job. This is coming from Lewis. You guys would know Lewis from his own channel and also Chelsea Fan TV. So our guy, Matt Law, asks the question about, oh, would you want to be Barca manager? I mean, unwarranted. Why are you asking Chelsea manager whether you want to be a Barca manager down the track? Why are you asking him that? Why is this so important now? And then on top of that, he didn't say a word about being interested in the job. And you go and write this nonsense. Honestly, how's Matt Law allowed in the press conference? Chelsea hierarchy, Chelsea owners, Chelsea directors, they need to really delve deep into this scenario and go, is this guy good for the image? I mean, look, I get it. Sometimes certain things might not be good for the image. The bottom line is talk the truth. Bring news that is actually legitimate. Don't be making up nonsense. And he's been getting flamed, absolutely getting flamed in the comment section. My boy Ashraf, you shut your mouth right now, boy. And many more. Monster, absolutely shamelessly. And this is exactly what was said by Enzo Maresca, ladies and gentlemen. Matt Law asks Maresca about managing Barca in the future. You know me, because you are always in my press conferences. Enzo Maresca is literally saying to the brother, look, why are you asking me this? You're here every press conference. Why are you trying to create nonsense? Even when you ask me what is happening in 3 months, I'm happy to be in this huge club, one of the best clubs in the world. Look, Enzo Maresca down the track might have ambitions to be elsewhere and achieve things elsewhere. And that's fine. Why are you trying to instigate nonsense before a big clash like Barcelona? We are trying to galvanize the squad. We're trying to galvanize the fan base. We're trying to all lift for this occasion. And here you are trying to create controversy when the controversy is not even there. So, ladies and gentlemen, look, Matt Law, once again, doing a hell of a nonsense, uh, you know, um, stuff in the media, like always. So, let me know your thoughts about Matt Law in the comments section. Now, let's go through a whole heap of other news that's been dropping from the press conference. And it all kicks off from here. Enzo Maresca on Cole Palmer injury latest. Yeah, we don't know when, but for sure it will be soon. He's already on the pitch touching the ball, and the feeling is good. Fantastic. Look, Cucurella has come out that apparently Cole Palmer got injured not because of his foot hitting the door, it's because he was playing FIFA, and I'm pretty sure he probably got angry and then smashed his toe. Something, right? That makes more sense to me. This is why when I see all of this news initially, oh, he banged his toe on the door and he fractured it. I'm like, we've all banged our, foot on the door. We've not fractured our toe. This later on will show what Cucurella said makes far more sense. But look, the bottom line is, whatever has happened with Cole Palmer, it is what it is. He's back on the pitch. That's the most important part. Whether he features against Barcelona, we shall see. It will be so good to see him come off the bench at least and then be somewhat ready against the match against Arsenal. I think that will be fantastic. But the good news is he's on the pitch. There is a fine picture of him and Estevan Willian together. Once again, I feel like that's another iconic picture of the season. Enzo Maresca is asked if Cole Palmer will return for Arsenal. We are here for tomorrow's game, and after that, we will see about the Arsenal game. Perfect response. We need to focus on Barcelona first. Let's not worry about Arsenal at the moment. Once Barcelona is taken care of, full focus on Arsenal. Barcelona is a huge, huge clash. This is not some sort of a numpty team. It's a big, big European team, huge heritage, and they've got ample, firepower. Yes, they've got their flaws as well, and we're going to try and manipulate those flaws 100%. Enzo Maresca on speaking with Cole Palmer. The last time I spoke with Cole was after the session yesterday to see how he was feeling, but I didn't ask him about details about the injury at all. Look, the fact that he's back on the grass training gives me confidence that he's very close to returning back. Very, very close. Enzo Maresca on the big week ahead. It is a big week, as you said, but at the end of this week, we have Leeds away, Bournemouth away, Atalanta away. So it's another big week. Absolutely right. The big weeks don't stop. It continues. Every week is a big week. Every game we need to be so locked in. I like this attitude from Enzo Maresca. It's not just about this week. After this week, you best believe you better be in your best behavior. Every game is 3 points. Barcelona tomorrow and Arsenal on Sunday are important for different reasons, but it's important for us to go game by game. I'm starting to really, really appreciate the way Enzo Maresca is talking over the past few weeks. Makes me think he's locked in as well. Enzo Maresca on Enzo Fernandez's form. I always thought he was a great player. At the beginning, he was struggling to understand the role, but he's an important. But he's in an important place for us on the field. Absolutely. Look, Enzo Fernandez's role is quite clear at Chelsea Football Club. He doesn't play deep anymore. He plays a bit further out. He plays a bit wide, sometimes wide left, sometimes wide right. And then he tries to crash the box. And he's scoring goals. He's assisting goals. And I like this. I don't mind it. Yes, initially when Enzo Fernandez came to Chelsea Football Club, I wanted him to be a deep-lying playmaker. But I get it. Moses Caicedo is far suited in that position. He can cover a lot of ground. And Enzo Fernandez is probably far better to utilize his attacking prowess. He didn't start the season well last season. He didn't start the season well this season. Last season, from the second half of the season, he became an absolute monster. And I hope he does the same thing this season as well, where he becomes a monster. So hopefully it continues well for Enzo Fernandez. We definitely need him at his best against Barcelona and Arsenal coming up. Enzo Maresca is asked about managing Barcelona. We've already gone through that. He's not interested. He's not interested, but someone named Matt Law thinks, yeah, he wants to be a Barcelona manager sometime down the track. Enzo Maresca on Yamal and Estevan comparison. Estevan is already playing at a high level. He is starting for Brazil. He is very young, and for sure he can do many things better. We are very happy with him. It's nice for people who love football to watch Esteban and Lamine Yamal and Pedri. This is the beauty of football. We are happy Esteban is with us, and hopefully he's going to do well. Look, I don't know whether he's going to start. I'd love for Esteban to start. I think this is a match where he can really exploit a lot of space and he can potentially get goals and assists. But we'll see. Enzo Maresca talks about getting the right balance for this match, and I understand that you do need the right balance. You don't want to, go gun-ho up front and then expose yourself in the back, where Barcelona are very strong in their attack. We're talking about Yamal, we're talking about Pedri. We don't know whether Pedri is a certainty. There is some, injury cloud over him. But one player that we are forgetting here is what's his name? How come his name has passed my thoughts at the moment? What's this guy's name? How did I forget this guy's name? Hold on. Sometimes you just have a massive brain freeze. As soon as I see his name, Fermin Lopez. Man, Fermin Lopez, that's the other name that, ladies and gentlemen, we need to be very, very concerned about. Fermin Lopez is going to be an absolute, tough customer to handle. Next up, ladies and gentlemen, Enzo Maresca on Lewandowski, danger. 100% Lewandowski is going to be a danger. For sure, he's a fantastic player. He has shown all his life that he does the most important things in football, score goals. We are going to try and defend as a team, be aggressive like we always defend. But they have so many players, Yamal, Fermin, Frankie de Jong, but we're going to try and win the game. Look, I expect Wesley Fofana to return back for us, and Chalobah has been doing really well in recent times. We have to defend extremely well. Cucurella, Reece James, Wesley Fofana, Chalobah, whoever else is going to be involved, they need to be performing at their best. I'm so glad Moses Caicedo got a day off against Burnley. He should be ready to rock and roll. So, and it's not just about them. We need to start defending from the top. If Dilap starts, then he needs to defend from the top. Ja Pedro, so on and so forth. Pedro Neto, whoever starts will need to defend from the top. Garnacho as well. Enzo Maresca on Barcelona vulnerability in defense. Their high line is a factor for sure, but we also need to pay attention off the ball. They can create so many chances and score goals away. We need to find the right balance between attacking and defending. 100%. As I said, Enzo Maresca on progress since match day 1. I think we are a better team since the day we played Bayern away. But every game is different. For me personally, the team is getting better day by day. I think the team is getting better. There was a blip against Karabakh, if you guys remember that. I know we all want to forget that match, but there has been a blip over there. And we need to ensure that we don't have those type of blips anymore. Now, in regards to Cucurella, ladies and gentlemen, this guy is a character and a half. And I hope he stays at Chelsea Football Club for a very, very long time. It would be fantastic if he even retires at Chelsea Football Club, becomes a legend. But a player like Cucurella, ladies and gentlemen, needs more trophies, deserves more trophies at Chelsea, along with Moses Caicedo, along with Enzo Fernandez, along with Reece James. Well, at least Reece James won a Champions League with us, right? And Club World Cup. But some of these players, they deserve to win trophies. Cole Palmer, and the list goes on. This is what Enzo Maresca and Cucurella facing Yamal. Cucu is a big advantage for us. Always, not just tomorrow. His level has been amazing since I've been at the club, not just defending, but as part of our game. He's big value, and we are very pleased with him. They have quite a few players we need to face as a team. Look, Yamal, 100% special talent, and you have to, concentrate. You got to concentrate massively as to what he's doing in the game. This guy's capable of doing anything outside of the foot, cutting in, amazing vision, shooting. Like, Yamal is a problem. But I think this contest between Cucurella and Yamal, Spanish compatriots, is going to be one to really, really watch out for. And I'm very, very confident that Cucurella is going to do a splendid job. Enzo Maresca is asked, can Estevao be as influential as Yamal? Estevao is going to be an important player in the future, no doubt, but he has to enjoy football, be happy, and not think about being better than one player. For sure, he's going to be a top player for the club. I love the way Enzo Maresca talks about Yamal. Some information in regards to Mark Gu. Look, Gu, he's impressed me a lot. And I won't be surprised if he's maybe favored ahead of Delap. This is what Enzo Maresca had to say about Mark Gu, ladies and gentlemen. Mark is doing really well. He was here last season and had the chance to play a lot and then got injured. He's growing, he's improving. At the start, it was a bit difficult because of injuries, but he's working very hard and we're pleased with him. He's young, he needs to keep learning, so he's ready when the opportunities arrive. He is showing me immense quality, Mark Gu. The way he's pressing, his intensity, the way he's understanding the runs in behind, the way he's tactically understanding as well how to operate in Enzo Maresca's system. It's fantastic to see. Let's see what else is popping off. Look, Cole Palmer's back, ladies and gentlemen, with Cucurella. Cole Palmer is back. More pictures in the training ground. Lads look very, very happy, which is great to see. Esteva and Cole Palmer. There's another picture, but this is another brilliant picture of both of these ballers. I can't wait for both of them playing at the same time and starting and annihilating oppositions left, right, and center. Yeah, this is the picture, I think. Well, that was the picture. There's more pictures of Cole Palmer. He's definitely back. There's some information about some kid that we are interested about. This is the picture that I'm talking about. Look at this. Look at this, ladies and gentlemen. We are 100% ready. Amazing to see. Amazing to see Cole Palmer and Esteva together. Brilliant, brilliant shot. I would love to see Cole Palmer have some minutes against Barcelona, but no problems, no problems. I'm calm. Ladies and gentlemen, let me know your thoughts about everything we spoke about. Smash up the like button if you're here for the first time. Subscribe. We'll see you early tomorrow morning to talk more about Barcelona game, and then obviously, God willing, we've got the watch along coming up against Barcelona and many more content flying your way. If you haven't subscribed to my second channel, make sure you subscribe, where I talk about a whole heap of other things. Just in the last 24 hours, I dropped a video in regards to Liverpool and Arne Slot. Do give that a watch. Until next time, everyone, take care. See ya. Goodbye.